Hello people. So you probably have seen my recent post about my MP3 player, and I'm gonna do a 4-layer version of it so that it plays every game, not every game tick, every redstone tick, and instead of every 4 redstone ticks, because it's kind of bad music that it plays. But to do that, I'm gonna use a bunch of hopper ROMs. But I couldn't find a good hopper ROM that took advantage of movable chests instead of just bouncing around hopper minecarts. So this is what I came up with. I believe these are slightly more compact than the Java hopper ROMs, but that could just be like a bad one I saw. Anyways, this is a failed version. I'm gonna tell you why it failed, but I'm gonna show you the working version first. So basically, all we're doing is, well, I mean, if you know how a hopper ROM works, we need to take the items from this chest, run them through a hopper, and basically, if it's a non-stackable, it'll have a signal strength of 3, which will activate our output. And if it is stackable, then it will have a signal strength of 1 as it's going through the hopper, and so it will not activate our output. And so this is basically how we can get a sequence of pulses in whatever order and whatever timings we need to, up to 30 or 27. But yeah, let me just show you how it works. So all the items are in this bottom chest. We're going to put this bottom chest on top of that hopper. They're going to swap positions. And as you can see, we get output with pulses in between, with delays in between, not just pulse, pulse, pulse. Something you need to know about this, you can't have two non-stackables right next to each other, or else it'll just act as one output. And you need to use different stackable items, or else they just recombine into one stack in the bottom chest. Now, let me kind of just give a quick rundown. Basically, you press this button and this circuit right here basically takes this chest from here and moves it right here. Alright. Then this repeater collects the signal from this, and after a slight delay, pushes this, and then using this soft inversion, triggers this rising edge monostable, which then pushes this down. And then, of course, after that's been pushed down, this retracts, or this extends and then this retracts, so that it kind of goes from here to here without a double piston extension. I'll let you guys just watch that one more time. This is tileable, but it is not independently tileable. Actually, no, it's not tileable. Never mind. Big goof. Yeah, it wouldn't take a lot of work to make this tileable, fully tileable. But for my purposes, because I'm not going to do the full 25 notes, this is going to be perfect. Plus, if you're going to add an encoder, you're going to need some way to encode and decode the items. So, yeah, figured doesn't really matter if it's 100% tileable, but it is one wide, so that is good. Here's the other one and why it didn't work. I was so proud of myself when I thought this up because it only used 3 pistons. So, let me just show you. Actually, I'll probably be easier to work with a button. So, you press this button. Look at that. But the sad part is, I didn't realize that unless I'm locking this hopper, the chest has to be under the hopper before the chest on top of the hopper happens. And that's why it doesn't work, because what'll happen is 2 items will be in the hopper at once. Look at that. And then as you can see, it kind of degrades the signal and mixes it up, because it always takes from the first slot, and if it's 2 items in here, it's going to go into the second slot. Not good. Not good at all. But yeah, as you can see, this is a bit smaller than this one, but this is the one that actually works. Not going to do a tutorial, obviously, because it's 1 block wide. You can basically see what's happening here. This observer is observing, yeah, it's observing that way. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know hopper ROMs aren't usually Bedrock style redstone, but I mean, hey, I was able to make it Bedrock by using movable chests. Hope you guys liked this. And if you know about a better version that takes advantage of moving chests, I'd really like to see it. Yeah, goodbye.